Hi, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you about the processing speed of a student. Not all of our students process information at the same time. This can be information that is introducing an assignment, introducing a topic, or them having to sit down and write a sentence, a paragraph, or an essay. Processing time or processing speed refers to how fast somebody is able to understand, comprehend, interpret information that is presented to them. This information can be written, it can be verbal, it can be looking at a drawing or an illustration. So one of the challenges that sometimes we face teaching students is to determine what is their processing time. How long is it taking them to understand an assignment or understanding a task, being able to then determine what do they have to do for this task, and then performing the task. Some students will be shown a task and not understand. But if we show them something and then take a break and let them process that information, perhaps in a minute, perhaps in 5 minutes, we can then see that they've had enough time to make sense of what they've been asked and they're ready to go. Sometimes a student will sit down to an assignment and just look blindly at the assignment, and perhaps we react in a negative way of telling them to just stop sitting there, get to work. That doesn't help. They're not understanding. Maybe what we can do is explain the assignment a little bit more and then give them a few minutes to process it. It's also a good opportunity for us to then encourage them as they're thinking about the assignment, perhaps use some paper and pencil to write down some notes as to, what does this assignment mean? What is it asking me to do? What are some ideas that are popping to mind? And allow them to write down their free association. I've been with students who can take a very long time to understand what an assignment is. And I have found that by helping them take notes about their ideas or what they think the assignment is about, it indeed helps them. As an educator, we need to understand the patience that is required to work with students who have a slow processing speed. Sometimes it requires us to sit with the student, and as they are free associating with the topic, is to take notes for them as they are thinking. That way, as they're free associating, they're just allowed to say whatever they wish. They are not worried about writing down their notes. They're not worried about keeping track of their ideas. Oftentimes, as we know, we will be thinking of something, say, golly, that's a good idea, and then we don't write it down, and then it's gone. I can't remember that idea for anything. So we eliminate that process for them. We make it easier for them. Sometimes it is introducing a topic, perhaps in the beginning of the class, letting them know that we will be talking about the solar eclipse that's coming up. And that gets them aware that this topic is coming, and then they can start thinking about, oh, what is a solar eclipse? What does it mean? What is it? When is it going to happen? Where is it going to happen? And so when we start talking about it, they're already in the zone of our topic. It's also sometimes that we will give them a heads up about something that's going to be happening soon. So for example, there might be a quiz or a test that they are going to need to demonstrate how well they know a particular topic. That advance notice helps them prepare mentally their information so that they can give it in whatever test manner is going to be used. When we do not provide the extra help, the extra time for these students, we are forcing them to work at a faster speed than they're able to, and we see the frustration, we see possibly even anger, we see behavioral issues, and so much of these can be eliminated or prevented simply by letting the student know what's coming up in the course of their day or course of the next hour. As far as homework goes, homework can be a real challenge. There they are home alone with an assignment that perhaps they don't know where to begin. They don't have the processing speed and perhaps the skills to start to brainstorm the question, to start to break it down into its bits and pieces. Those are the executive functioning skills that these students really benefit from. And it would help them to develop the executive functioning skills. It's also really nice for these students sometimes to just sit and talk to somebody about a topic, about an assignment. It helps them to verbalize and to hear their thinking so that they can determine whether they are in need of more information or whether they have enough ideas to begin their assignment. And then it's to guide them as to what do I want to say first, put together some form of an order for them, even the who, what, when, where, why, and how, and help them prepare their thoughts from there. Students with slower processing speeds need a different approach to being taught. I'm asking you, as teachers and educators, to help these students understand their needs and provide the proper environment and time consideration for them to be able to understand an assignment and brainstorm the assignment and then begin the assignment. If there isn't enough time in the class for all of that, at least let them know what the topic is about so that when they go home, they can hopefully have enough time to begin the assignment. I wish you well. I hope your day is going well, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.